Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day, the video Darren. How's it going today? Today, it's not late, but it's not early. We've just finished watching Planet Earth 2 on BBC, which was bloody brilliant. And I'm thinking about just ending my vlog early. I'm going to shut down outlets here. Because not an awful lot has happened, to be quite frank. Well, no, actually, I woke up this morning and fell back to sleep again. Twice it's now happened, for today and yesterday, where I woke up and was forced to, well, not forced to, but I was like all nice and warm and snuggled up and curled up. Like, the best thing about like the colder weather is that like you have to snuggle up more, don't you? So we're all just like curled up, all warm. And then I woke up and I was like, the alarm went off, turn the alarm off. I was up like a number of times during the night, but then I was like, I'm not really sleeping very well until the morning. But as I woke up, I also was aware of the fact that I'd essentially woken up because of my alarm. But just before my alarm, I was dreaming about riding around on a booster board. So I went back to sleep to experience it a little bit more. I got up at about 8:30, had some bacon sandwiches, watched Andrew Marr, standard Sunday traditions. And then we went to get ready and stuff because we were heading on down into town. I have purchased some new black shoes because my other black shoes were absolutely ruined. They are like hideously ruined to the sense where like, look at that, man. So I've bought some new ones. I've got the exact same ones again. They are only cheap, but I've bought them because like I'm going to be wearing them over winter, so I'm going to be like trekking through like mud and snow and shit. So I didn't see the point in like investing in some more expensive ones now. But Dad's talked me into getting some more pricier ones, like after winter, basically, because they should be better. They should last a little bit longer. So we went down. I got that. Laura got a coat and some shoes herself. And that's about it. We also split up for a little bit, and then like had to ninja our way around town to go and check into certain Christmassy style shops to look for presents. And I was like trying to avoid activate full spy mode to walk down the street in a way where she won't be able to see or follow me, slash leaving from different directions and all that kind of stuff. It was good fun. We then came back here, had some lunch, and I've been programming away. I say programming away, mainly planning. The reflection, the way that, well, not the way that reflection works, but like the reflection APIs have changed slightly in .NET Core. So I've been going through the ways that it works and also trying to figure out how stuff goes. At the moment, like previously, my platform has only ever really worked with, I couldn't write my own test runner. I had to rely on Visual Studio Test, to run stuff. I tried to write my own test runner, but Microsoft Fakes has to run within VS Test. However, it's quite difficult to use VS Test in the way that I want to use it. So my system's kind of built to have the information within it that's used to feed to like either third-party test runners or the internal one. Whereas now I'm kind of building it in a way where the internal one should be capable of running, like, I'll have an internal test runner for all of the different test runners, except VS Test, and that one specific edge case. So I'm like going through it, and I'm starting to think, like, should I add more information to the thing that's coming through? Because the moment I pull out like the test project name, which is something you feed to VS Test, I'm like, is that really relevant? Should I just have the folder? And then should I also have, like, how do I log how long it takes each test to run? Should the testing area have its own persistence and have its own like database style? Probably not. So yeah, it's quite an interesting dilemma I face myself, because I don't need to know that kind of information if I'm just going to use a third-party fire and forget running thing. The question is that ever going to be realistic to imagine that I will use a third-party one because of the possibility of having infinite loops running? I don't know. So I'll spend a lot of time planning it. I'm going to see how far I can get down. I'm basically keeping the system as it is, and I'm using the internal compiler, the internal test runner, to figure out all the information it needs and then fire through. We're going to see how well it goes, and then I may either drop the ability to have third-party test runners and I just use my own internal one, or make my internal one like the first class child, and then the second class can be the third party. So yeah, that was fun. And then we headed off to the gym, did some running, and then just like exercise, like weighty stuff today. My core's feeling it. There aren't many core things to do. Like there aren't many like ab stuff. So doing ab stuff. And then we came back, had a curry, just watched Planet Earth 2. Really good. Should watch it if you don't watch it. David Attenborough makes you Sunday. And yeah, we're about to have a mince pie and watch The Fall, the final episode. So yes, that is my plan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And end the video early. Also, here's another thing. On the previous test run, I just flipped the camera around and I just realised that the camera settings were set to firework mode. So I apologise if this vlog looks like shit. Either way, so yesterday this thing here, it's my whiteboard from when I was doing this project first time. It says 559 tests were in my old unit test DLLs. Currently, I'm at 555. And I'm nowhere near full. It is a testament to either how well this thing is now tested, like how much more information I'm feeding through, how much like better structured it is and stuff. It's mainly coming from my new DTOs, which all have like full testing and stuff, which I didn't previously have. But no, that's really impressive that I've managed to hit that so far. I mean, it means nothing, but yeah. I'm not really sure where. I'm assuming it's because I didn't test my DTOs last time. I didn't like override equals and all that kind of stuff. And because I have, a lot of things are a lot easier now. But that's life. Sorry about the video quality in this vlog, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure it was painful. I'll catch you later.